Marcus and I have been really working hard towards removing all processed foods out of our life completely. So we already pretty much cook from scratch all the time, but there's certain things that we purchase just to make it easier because you really don't think about making that stuff yourself all the time. And one of those things is butter. So we already harvest or purchase locally or raise all of our own meat. Same thing with produce. So we've been making all of our own bread, and I'm going to start purchasing that flour locally as well, because I actually found someone local that is milling all of their own flour. So the next step is, butter. So I found some pasteurized, not ultra pasteurized, just pasteurized cream today. It is from a local dairy in Northern Vermont, and I'm going to try making some butter. And because you get the fortunate byproduct of buttermilk when you make butter, I'm going to use the buttermilk in our bread. So it should be pretty cool. Hopefully it comes out good. Butter's pretty easy to make, so let's see what happens. This is the heavy cream that I bought today. So this is from Butterworks Farm, which is in Westfield, Vermont, which is not very far away from us. It's pretty local, and it's pasteurized, not ultra pasteurized, and it's heavy cream. So this is what I'm going to use. It's very cold, so we're going to give this a go and see what happens. Making butter. So I'm just using our KitchenAid mixer. I think this is going to work pretty good, and you're supposed to just use the whisk attachment on there for this. So here we go. I did get 2 pints, but I'm going to start with 1. That way if I need to change something, I can change it in the second batch here. We'll try this and see what we can make happen. So we're supposed to start on low medium and then turn it up a little bit. So the other stuff that we need for this is salt, if you want to add salt to your butter, which I do on this one. And it's not very much. You only need like a half a teaspoon. So that's just coarse sea salt that I ground to be fine, because you're supposed to put fine in the butter. And then I got some cheesecloth, which Marcus recommended to me because he said it would be a lot easier. You just have that resting in a bowl. So when the butter's done, we can put it in here, and then we'll rinse a lot easier, because you got to rinse it out. Once you take the buttermilk off the top, you have to rinse it to get the rest of the buttermilk out. So this whole process is supposed to take about 10 minutes. So we'll see. All right, we're about 2 minutes in. I'm going to turn my mixer up. Thicken pretty good. It's not quite whipped cream yet. So butter is like the stage past whipped cream. So, and then it starts to break, and that's when it starts to become butter. So we're on our way. All right, we're at the soft whipped cream right now stage. I'm gonna get my towel ready, because once it gets to the whipped cream, which we're almost there right now. So if we added sugar to this right now and a little bit of vanilla, which you don't have to actually add the vanilla, but it does help, or a little maple syrup, or really whatever you want to put in there, then you'd have some beautiful whipped cream. But we're going to let it keep going, and as soon as it starts to get grainy and breaks and forms into a ball, we're going to shut our mixer off, because then that's our butter. Oh yeah, that would be some beautiful whipped cream right there. we're getting close. Look at that. Oh, we're getting close, guys. Getting pretty close here. It's starting to look grainy. I want to scrape those sides down, but I don't want to stop the process either. Oh, now it's started to break. So now we're waiting for it to form into a ball. I can see the buttermilk starting to separate out. Wow, so cool. Oh yeah, look at it. Making a mess. Let's see what's going on. Oh yeah, look at that. Huh, we just made butter. Look at that. Woohoo! All right. Wow, look at all the buttermilk too. Wow, that made a lot. All right. So here's my cheesecloth, my bowl here. We're going to transfer this over and start squeezing. All right, there's our butter. Look at that. Looks awesome. The texture is really cool. It's perfect. It feels just like butter. So there is some buttermilk left in it. So I've got it in the cheesecloth. I'm going to kind of wrap it up in the cheesecloth and rinse it until it rinses clear. So let's see what we can make happen there. All right. Now we're going to add our salt. All right, so I guess you just like knead the salt into it. So we'll try and get it all mixed in there. I think it'd be easy to mix the salt in when you're making the butter, but then you have to rinse it after, so. All right, I feel like that's probably mixed pretty good. All right, I'll finish it up and show you the end product. So here is our finished product, okay? Look at that, it's butter. Tastes awesome. It's a little bit salty, so I think when I make the next pint, which I am gonna do in a few minutes here, I'm going to cut back on the salt, but I'm gonna use this in our bread, and we usually use unsalted bread and add salt, so I think I can use this in our bread and add a little bit less salt, so that's what I'm gonna try. But it tastes really good, and we can use it on the bread, which I'm also gonna do. So the other thing is the buttermilk, which it made quite a bit. I'm actually very pleased with that, and I'm gonna use this in our bread too. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna start my bread in a couple minutes here too. But overall, a success. And if something changes, I'll let you guys know. But I think so far, the way it sounds, I can freeze this and all that. And I got this little container to keep it in. I actually got 2 of them. They hold about 2 cups a piece. They have a nice little silicone seal on the top. They're all glass. So, and those can be frozen too. So yeah, overall a success. Making butter. Be doing it a lot more often now.